In the hidden recesses of the internet, beyond the reach of conventional search engines, exists a shadowy world known as the deep web. Unlike the surface web, the deep web is unindexed, inaccessible through normal browsers, and often shrouded in anonymity. Among these hidden networks, one cult has captured the fascination of cyber criminals, journalists, and conspiracy theorists alike. Known by multiple names but often referred to simply as the Sect, this group has persisted for over a decade, evading authorities and maintaining its rituals in digital secrecy. The origins of this cult are murky, blending fact and legend. Early forums on the Tor network document cryptic postings dating back to the late 2000s. Anonymous accounts described esoteric rituals, instructions for recruitment, and philosophical doctrines blending occult practices with extreme ideological beliefs. Observers noted that the language used was meticulously coded, often referencing historical secret societies and obscure mythologies. Over time, the group began to attract attention from both the curious and the malevolent. Hackers, thrill seekers, and radical ideologues sought initiation into the cult, sometimes unwittingly exposing themselves to psychological manipulation and financial exploitation. Some early members described being subjected to intense indoctrination sessions, often delivered via encrypted video calls or hidden forums. These sessions blended psychological techniques reminiscent of classical cult brainwashing with modern digital manipulation. Interestingly, the deep web provided the cult with a perfect environment for secrecy and control. Unlike physical cults, which are vulnerable to law enforcement and media exposure, an online cult could operate globally, transcend borders, and remain almost completely anonymous. They could recruit members from anywhere in the world while enforcing strict secrecy protocols. Encryption tools, cryptocurrencies, and layered anonymity helped them remain undetectable for years. Accounts from former members indicate that the cult's ideology is multifaceted. They blend philosophical musings on human consciousness with ritualistic practices that mimic ancient occult ceremonies. Members are often tasked with proving loyalty through digital challenges, cryptographic puzzles, or acts that demonstrate obedience. The deeper one goes, the more elaborate the rituals become, culminating in a hierarchy that few outsiders ever glimpse. Law enforcement agencies were initially slow to respond, largely due to the technical challenges of tracing deep web activity. Early investigations revealed that the cult used Tor hidden services, VPNs, and encrypted messaging apps to coordinate activities. Even when authorities identified servers or user accounts, the decentralized nature of the network made arrests and prosecutions exceedingly difficult. As the cult's reputation grew, so did urban legends surrounding their activities. Stories circulated of members vanishing after online initiation rituals, cryptic messages appearing on the dark web predicting real-world events, and secret auctions for illicit artifacts. While some accounts are likely exaggerated, the sheer consistency of reports across independent sources suggests a core truth. This group exists and operates with remarkable sophistication. Psychologists studying former members note patterns consistent with extreme cult indoctrination, obsessive focus on group ideology, social isolation from outsiders, and adoption of highly specific jargon. Online communities often encourage members to cut ties with family or previous social circles, replacing them entirely with the cult's digital network. The anonymity of the deep web amplifies these effects, creating an echo chamber where doubt is minimized and allegiance is maximized. Technological tools have also evolved alongside the cult. They employ encrypted communications not just for secrecy, but to create immersive experiences, including virtual reality rituals and interactive narrative scenarios. These experiences blur the line between digital engagement and psychological control, creating profound effects on participants. Despite its malevolent reputation, the cult maintains a facade of philosophical inquiry. Public-facing documents, leaked PDFs, and coded manifestos often frame the group as a think tank exploring consciousness, morality, and the hidden mechanisms of society. To outsiders, this can appear scholarly, even intriguing, masking the manipulative and dangerous core of the organization. In summary, the origins of this deep web cult lie at the intersection of technology, ideology, and psychological control. Its survival for over a decade highlights the challenges authorities face in combating online extremism and the persistent allure of secret societies in the digital age. The deep web cult operates on a tiered hierarchy, with each level more exclusive and secretive than the last. Initiates begin in public forums, solving cryptographic puzzles and demonstrating dedication. Progression requires increasingly complex tasks, often involving digital espionage, social engineering, or creation of content aligning with the cult's ideology. Rituals play a central role in maintaining cohesion. Unlike traditional cults, these rituals are almost entirely virtual, but they replicate ancient ceremonial structures. Members participate in synchronized online events, live-streamed coded chants, and encrypted messaging ceremonies designed to reinforce loyalty. Failure to complete these rituals can result in expulsion, threats, or public shaming within the group. The leadership remains almost entirely anonymous. High-ranking figures communicate through pseudonyms, and their digital presence is obfuscated using multiple layers of encryption and proxy servers. Some speculate that the leadership consists of a small cell of individuals skilled in hacking, psychology, and social manipulation. Others suggest that it may operate more like a decentralized collective with rotating authorities, reducing the risk of capture. The cult also wields influence through economic control. Members are often instructed to contribute cryptocurrencies to fund operations, purchase rare artifacts, or support the network's infrastructure. This not only reinforces allegiance, but provides tangible resources that ensure the cult's persistence. Propaganda is another key tool. Digital materials, videos, and documents are carefully crafted to entice curious individuals while simultaneously indoctrinating them. Many new recruits report being drawn in by philosophical debates or the allure of hidden knowledge, only to find themselves gradually subject to psychological manipulation. Several law enforcement reports confirm that the cult has been involved in illegal activity, ranging from cybercrime to coercion. However, the group's decentralized structure and the use of anonymizing technology make prosecutions exceedingly rare. Many cases collapse due to lack of evidence, digital destruction, or jurisdictional issues. Interestingly, the cult's influence extends beyond the deep web. Some mainstream internet communities unknowingly interact with members or consume content seeded by the group. This subtle influence allows the cult to recruit, manipulate, and spread ideology even in spaces considered safe or monitored. The rituals and digital ceremonies often reference ancient myths, symbols, and secret societies. Members may be required to decode ciphers related to historical conspiracies or to reconstruct virtual artifacts mimicking occult objects. This blending of historical reference and technological execution reinforces the cult's mystique and control. Experts studying online extremism have noted that the psychological impact of these rituals can be profound. The combination of isolation, digital immersion, and structured challenge creates high compliance and emotional attachment. Many former members report long-term psychological effects, including anxiety, paranoia, and difficulty reintegrating into normal online communities. Despite attempts to dismantle the network, the cult continues to operate due to its adaptive use of technology. Tor and other hidden services allow them to migrate servers, rotate domains, and evade detection. Social media, forums, and encrypted communication apps serve as recruitment and indoctrination channels. The group also exploits human curiosity by framing content as forbidden knowledge, secret history, or hidden truth. They attract individuals predisposed to conspiracy thinking. Once engaged, recruits are funneled deeper into the network, exposed to increasingly extreme content, and gradually bonded to the group through shared experiences and secrecy. In essence, the cult thrives because it merges psychological manipulation with technological sophistication. Its persistence serves as a cautionary tale for the dangers lurking in the shadows of the internet. The cult's existence is confirmed through a combination of leaked documents, former member testimonies, and law enforcement investigations. Numerous cases have emerged where individuals vanished after participating in rituals, leaving only cryptic digital traces behind. Some incidents involve real-world harm. Former members report coerced financial transactions, illegal digital operations, and pressure to commit acts under duress. Authorities caution that the cult operates both online and offline, maintaining clandestine networks for coordination and enforcement. Despite arrests of some peripheral members, the leadership remains elusive. Cases frequently stall due to the technical expertise of the cult and the international distribution of its operations. Even well-resourced cybercrime units struggle to trace activity across the deep web and encrypted channels. Media attention has brought partial exposure, but mainstream coverage is often fragmented, sensationalized, or incomplete. This contributes to myths and misunderstandings about the cult, but the underlying threat remains real. Experts warn that curiosity-driven engagement can inadvertently make individuals vulnerable to manipulation. Modern surveillance and cybersecurity tools have partially mitigated the cult's reach, but the decentralized, adaptive, and anonymous nature of the network ensures continued operation. New recruits are drawn through forums, social media hints, and peer-to-peer recommendations, keeping the group alive and growing in influence. Psychologists studying the cult emphasize the importance of digital literacy, awareness of online manipulation, and skepticism towards secretive networks. Education and informed vigilance are critical defenses against similar online threats. In conclusion, the deep web cult persists as a dangerous blend of secrecy, technology, and manipulation. Its activities highlight the vulnerabilities inherent in online anonymity and the power of psychological influence amplified by digital environments. The question lingers. As technology evolves, how many other such groups are operating undetected, shaping beliefs, and orchestrating actions in the shadows? The deep web remains a frontier of mystery and danger. For those curious, the line between knowledge and risk is razor thin. Understanding these cults is not just an academic exercise. It is a necessity in a world where the digital and psychological intertwine.